All right, so today I'm going to be talking about what the best animal on a homestead is and why you should get it. And no, it's not that annoying piece of steak behind me. Let's get to it. So what is the best animal on the homestead? Let me turn them around so you're not looking at their butts. You guessed it, it's sheep. If I had to have one animal on my homestead, you came up and said, JD, get rid of all your animals except one. Which one or which breed would I keep? And that would be my sheep. And there are 5 reasons that I'm going to give today as to why these are my favorite homestead animals. And the first one is handleability. These sheep right here, they weigh less than I do. If I need to pick them up and move them around and control them so I can put an ear tag in, I can give them some dewormer or some drench, I can give them a shot if I need to. I can handle this animal without having to buy expensive handling equipment. I don't need a $10,000 squeeze chute. I don't need a head catch. I don't need a bud box. I don't need paneling and corrals. I can get a bucket of feed out, get them close, I can grab them, or I can snag them with my shepherd's crook. I can't do that with a 1,400-pound cow. I can't do that with a 1,000-pound dairy cow. I can't do that with a 500-pound pig. I can do that with a 130-pound sheep. So that's my first reason, handleability. What's the second reason for sheep? Well, it's the poop. As much as you like to think it, yes, sheep still poop. They poop a lot. But you know, their poop is small. It's pellets. It looks a lot like rabbit poop if you're familiar with that. And it just falls down into the grass. It decomposes. Bugs eat it, bacteria eat it, fungi eat it, and it fertilizes your pasture. Cow poop is big, it's heavy, it's giant patties, and it just makes your pasture and your yard look horrible. You just look out and you can see the cow poop. Sheep poop, you can't do that. And the cow poop, you have to do something with it. You have to collect it to fertilize it. You need to muck the pastures. You need to trowel it in. You need to rest the pastures for a lot longer so that poop can decompose and the grass can grow above it so you minimize your worm risk and your worm load. Sheep poop, you don't have to do any of that. I mean, yes, you still need to rest your pastures. You still need to rotate so that way you can minimize your parasite load and reduce the chances of getting internal parasites. But you don't need to go out in the middle of winter necessarily and scoop up cow poop. So that's number 2, the poop maintenance. It's not nearly as much. But you're saying, JD, what about goats? Goats I can handle. Goats have small poop. Why not just get goats? They're better than sheep. They don't die as easy. They eat everything. But there's one major difference. 1, I don't like goats. They look like the devil to me. They just creep me out. I don't like them. 2, I love lamb. Lamb is delicious meat to me. It's something I grew up with. It's something that I enjoy eating. Goat, I don't enjoy. The flavor, I just never grew a liking to it. I'm actually having some nice smoked lamb leg tonight, and it's going to be delicious. I'm really looking forward to it. Get some garlic, some olive oil, some thyme and rosemary, blend it up, coat it with it, throw it on the smoker for about 2 to 3 hours. Oh, it's going to be delicious. But I love to eat lamb. I don't enjoy goat. So that's one other thing that I like about sheep over goats. The next reason is the milk. I love the taste of sheep's milk. It has higher dissolved nutrients, total dissolved solids, than both cows' and goats' milk combined. The flavor is incredible. It tastes very similar to cow milk, except it's slightly sweeter. Goat milk just has an astringent, weird taste to me that I'm not a big fan of. So I love sheep's milk. That's another reason that I love sheep. And the last reason is this right here. That wool. I can get wool. Yes, your wool. You're getting sheared once you have your babies. I can get the wool off of sheep. If you have hair sheep, that you omit that because hair sheep don't have wool. They have hair, just like goats. But goats, there are no breed of goat that I'm aware of that has wool like most breeds of sheep. Wool is the norm for sheep. Hair is the exception, in my opinion. So I get 3 things out of sheep that I don't get out of goats. I get meat, I get milk, and I get wool. All right, so the 5th and the last reason I think sheep are the best homestead animal is that I enjoy sheep. I love sheep. I like coming out. I like interacting with my sheep. I like petting my sheep. They're just fun animals to me. And let's face it, homesteading is a lot of work. Having farm animals is a lot of work. There's just no way around it. Anyone who tells you otherwise is an idiot, a fool, or just has very poor animal husbandry, and don't listen to them. It takes time to raise and to grow animals. And when it's below freezing outside, you've been on your feet since before sunup, it's 10 o'clock at night, and you have to go out and you have to feed, you have to water, you have to shear, you have to do other things with your animals. If you don't enjoy them, if you don't already like them, those tasks are going to be very difficult to motivate and to do. You might be able to force yourself into doing it for a month, maybe 2, but eventually you're going to stop. Your husbandry levels are going to decrease because the effort and the time you're putting into them is going to decrease. So when it gets rough, when it is hard, and you just don't want to deal with the animals, and you hate the animal to begin with, you're not going to go out and do it. But if you love the animal to begin with, you're going to go out and do it. You're going to be like, okay, Jada, I don't want to go out. I don't want to do this, but you know what? The sheep are awesome. I'm going to go out there and do it for them. And then the next morning you wake up, you're sitting, you're drinking your coffee, eating your eggs, looking out at your pasture, and you just see your flock of sheep grazing in your field, and you're like, I love those things. That's awesome. They look cool. Let's go out and play with them. And then you do, and it just makes it all the better. So that is the 5th and the final reason, and the most important reason for not just why sheep are the best, but why you should have any animal on the homestead. And that is because you like them, you enjoy them, and you want to be around them. Okay, so that's it. That's my 5 reasons why sheep, and this girl right here, is the best homesteading animal you can have. They're easy to handle. The poop maintenance is not nearly as bad as something like a cow. They taste great. Their milk is delicious. And you can get wool off of them. And last thing, I just love them. They are fun. They're adorable. They're friendly, except when my corgis bite in their butts, they want to run away. Anyway, I hope you like, subscribe, share, and stick around for more content. We're going to do just getting into a long series on sheep.